Hi, science students. Okay, our essential question for today is how can we make a model of moon phases? How are we going to do that? How do you make a model? And what are moon phases? Well, I think making our model will help us figure it out. So part of in science we have in targets. We have an engineering target, and every time we're in new territory now. We're working on labs at home and labs in other places, and that's what engineers do. And we have an engineering target in science, and basically the target says, and we get graded on it. How do you solve a problem? How do you come up with a problem when nobody's telling you how to do it? You have to experiment. You have to try different ideas. And that's what we're doing together. So the first part of our engineering challenge, which is part of making a model, is we need to make a circle. Okay, so how are you going to make a circle? Maybe you've got objects at home. So right now, why don't you pause the video, look around the house, come back, and write down what you're going to make a circle with. And I'll see you in a minute. Okay, welcome back. So what did you come up with? I love you can put your answers in the formative and also write them right here. So I came up with tape. I found a roll of tape. I could use that, draw a circle in here. That'll work really well. Found some other things, dug around, found a protractor. Here's a protractor here. And this is good too. That'll make a nice circle. Also found a compass. This will work too. This will be great because you'll need these in math this year. Okay, compass, roll of tape, protractor. So what are we going to use? Well, here's three things I found, and I'm anxious to see what you found. But what I'm leaning toward is this would work. We can make a nice circle. But also these things would be good. Because why? Well, because the next part of our model, we have to divide a circle into 8 equal parts. And how are we going to do that? So again, pause the video. And the reason I'm not telling you the answer straight out is because another target we're graded on in science is inquiry. And inquiry, I don't tell you the answer. You figure it out yourself. And actually, this makes school and science a lot more fun and interesting. If I'm not telling you the answers, you're going and figuring it out on your own. So, and it makes you more curious and it builds more brain cells. So here we go. I've got it. I'm leaning towards, oops, I didn't give you time. So take a minute and how would you write down how you would divide a circle into 8 equal parts? And again, this is something that engineers often do when they're making designs. Okay, so if you don't have a protractor would work because you've got 90, 45, 10, you've got 180, 145. You've got this half of the circle, you would just flip it over if you have half a protractor, and you could easily divide up a circle that way. Compasses are easy to find, get them at the dollar store, and I'm thinking of using the compass here, and we're going to find a way to divide. I'm going to show you a way to divide a circle. So we're going to make a model that's going to fill this page in our science notebook, and it's going to have a lot of information in it. So we have to place it in the right spot. So I'm leaning towards the middle of the page here, maybe this hole that's a bit above this, the hole in the page. And I'm going to make a circle about this big. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine is. Part of the fun of this is that everything we're doing is unique and we're solving problems in different ways. Okay, so that's how you draw a circle with a compass. Take it out. And let's go on to step number 2. So for this step, I'm going to grab a ruler and see this little puncture hole made by the compass. You're going to put a ruler right through that and make a line as straight as you can. Going to come down like this, draw one line, and this will be your diameter of the circle. Diameter. So for the next part, that is step number 1. And if you look, we've already divided the circle into 2 parts. And step 2, we're going to divide this circle into 4 parts. If you have an idea how to do that, I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so the next part, we're going to take our compass. We're going to make it a little bigger than the radius. The radius is this part right here. That's the radius. This part's the diameter. Now we're going to take it and make it a little bigger than our radius. It really doesn't matter about that big. And then we're going to put a point here at the bottom and make an arc, and then a point at the top, make an arc. I'm going to go down to the other side, make an arc, and here make an arc. Okay, now if you look, these arcs are about on that same line. And I'm going to take a ruler again and draw a line from here to here. Okay, now we've divided 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. This will work great for our model. Okay. Next step, we're going to go to 8 parts. You're going to take your compass again. You're going to make it a little smaller than what we had before. And then you're going to take your compass and you're going to put it in here. I'm going to make it a little larger. Okay. And you're going to make an arc like this. And you're going to come over here. You're going to make an arc here. Then you make an arc here. And you're just going to rotate around to each corner of your circle and just go round about the circle. Put a arc here, an arc here, go down, arc here, arc here. And now we've made 4 more intersections. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to take the ruler again, right here. Going to put the ruler on these intersections, and I'm going to draw a line from here to here, and I'm going to go over here, go to these intersections, draw a line from here to here. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We did it. 8 equal parts. Hooray. All right, and we'll do the next step later.